Hello everyone. I am Aarti Kothawade, lecturer of Bookkeeping and Accountancy from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Camp Pune. Today we are starting first chapter of 12th Accounts, Introduction to Partnership and Partnership Final Accounts as per the new syllabus. Students, as we have already studied in 11th standard the final accounts of sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship, also known as the sole trader, single owner, individual entrepreneurship that is owned and run by one person and in which there is no legal distinction between the owner and the business entity. The sole trader receives all profits and has unlimited responsibility for all losses and debts. As the sole proprietorship has its limitations such as limited capital, limited managerial liability, unlimited liability, absence of specialization, etc. And to overcome these limitations or drawbacks, partnership firm comes into existence. And today we are going to learn the same thing, Introduction to Partnership and Partnership Final Accounts. Meaning and definition, features of partnership firm, partnership deed and its contents, provision of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Students, remember, before solving the problem of final accounts, it is necessary to learn the theory part as we are doing the same thing. Meaning of partnership firm. As I told you, single owner means sole trader. But here, partnership firm is an organization where there is an association of two or more persons coming together to carry on a business with a view to share profit or losses of a firm. Indian Partnership Act 1932, Section 4 defines a partnership as it is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Now we will see the features of partnership firm. Agreement, principal and agent, lawful business, sharing of profits and losses, unlimited liabilities, registration, joint ownership and management, dissolution. And we are going to study one by one in detail. First, agreement. Partnership could be written or oral. A written agreement is preferred so that it can be used as a proof in the court of law, and such written agreement is known as the partnership deed. And students, remember, partnership deed is a very important and we are going to learn in detail in the next slides. Number of partners. Minimum 2 partners are needed to start partnership firm and the maximum number of partners are 50 according to Indian Companies Act 2013 amended in 2014. Third, lawful business. Business undertaken by partnership should be lawful, means it should be legal. The definition of partnership also does not permit any illegal business. Next, joint ownership and management. Each partner is joint owner of the property of the firm. So, no partner can use property for personal use. It should be official use only. Then, Principal and agent. Each partner works into full capacities, that is principal and agent. Then the dissolution. A partnership firm can be dissolved. Dissolved means winding up of the business. Through agreement between of the partners, if a partner wants to close the firm, he can dissolve the firm by giving 14 days of notice. Next, sharing of profits and losses. Partners have to share profits and losses according to the ratio given in the agreement. If the agreement is silent about the ratio, then the profit and loss sharing will be equal. If the agreement is silent means if nothing is mentioned about the profits and losses, then we have to assume that it is on equal basis. Unlimited liability. The liability of the partners is unlimited, joint and several. The most important part is the registration. Registration of partnership firm is compulsory only in the state of Maharashtra with effect from 1st April 2005. According to Indian Partnership Act 1932, registration of partnership firm is optional. It means a firm may or may not be registered. Next, partnership deed. The document containing the partnership agreement among partners is called partnership deed. It contains terms and conditions which are agreed upon by all the partners, and it is also called as an article of partnership. An agreement may be written or oral, but when it's written, it is called a deed. It is always in favor to have a written agreement, that is, partnership deed duly signed by all the partners and registered under the Indian Partnership Act 1932. On the right hand side, I have already put the pro forma of deed of partnership. You can just go through that. Partnership deed is a very important document because it is a written agreement which contains all the terms and conditions of the partnership business. But if the partnership deed is silent about any point, then this issue is solved as per the provisions in Partnership Act 1932. And we are going to see the contents of partnership deed also. Name and address of the firm and its main business. Name and address of all partners and duration of the partnership firm. Capital contribution of all the partnership. Ratio in which profit and losses are to be shared. Rights, duties and liabilities of all the partners. Provisions related to admission, retirement and death, etc. of a partner. Salaries, commission, etc. if payable to any partners. Rate of interest on capital, loan, drawings, etc. Settlement of accounts on dissolution of the firm. As I told you that if the partnership deed is silent, then that can be solved as per the provisions of Partnership Act 1932. Now we will see one by one. Distribution of profit. If the partnership deed is silent about the profit sharing ratio, then the profits and losses are distributed among the partners in equal ratio. All of you clear? Now, the next, interest on drawings. As we all know or must be knowing, drawings means what? If a partner withdraws some amount of cash for his personal use is called as drawings. As per the provision of Indian Partnership Act 1932, if the date of drawings is not given, then the average of 6 months interest is charged on drawings. Interest on partner's loan. If the partner provides additional amount to the business as a loan, but rate of interest on loan is not given, then 6% per annum interest is allowed. You have to remember that 6%. Next, interest on capital. If the partnership deed is silent about the interest on capital, then interest is not allowed. Fifth one, salary or commission to partners. As per the provision made in the Indian Partnership Act 1932, no salary, commission, allowance or remuneration is to be given to any of the partners for any extra work done for the firm. However, if any provision is made in partnership deed, then partners are entitled to get any salary or commission as per the agreement. Concentrate on this point. Next, admission of a new partner. As per the provision of the Indian Partnership Act 1932, no outside person can be admitted into the firm as a partner without the consent of the other partners. Means, no one can admit the partner or can add the partner in the partnership firm without the consent of the other partners. They have to take the permission of the others also. I think all the students must have understood the first introduction part of the partnership and the final accounts. Thank you very much.